All right. Set this stuff up. Yay. Pray some Madden. Hope I win some games tonight. Shoot. Hope I win some games tonight. All right, let's do Facebook now. Let's do Facebook. It's like nobody get my live notifications. Maybe people just don't care. I don't know. People just not care. All right, do Facebook now. Do Facebook. Like nobody get my live notifications. Maybe. Dun, 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 dun. All my settings is messed up, boy. I tell you. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get started. All right. Well, how's everyone's Sunday night going? Got a milk and he playing music.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Who that? What's up, Nightwall?
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Damn. Well, he got
so
this
he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Might have to drop that down one. My brother Nightwall say he's trying to chin in.
Tua to throw right away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, my Lord, he got burnt.
It's caught inside the 25.
Man, how you get burnt like
he'll be
that?
down deep into New Orleans territory. Tua going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Oh, my
And now
Lord,
the Saints
that's
are going to
crazy.
take a timeout on
boy.
defense.
Debo,
They'll have
boy,
2
I tell you,
remaining
boy,
as
he
we
don't
step
got no
aside
awareness.
here in this first quarter.
And then you can't even click on them to fucking try to run up and get there.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run, Achane. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown.
You know what happened last night, Steve? Madden, that's what happened,
now
Madden.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is
That's
Sanders.
what happened, Steve. Madden.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
See, this is Barte.
As that ball got away from him,
this man is terrible.
He saw the opposing team recover.
This man is terrible.
He felt his pain.
I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. River Craycraft, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Yeah, because they fucked the game up
Extra
every year.
point up and good by Sanders.
Of
and
course,
that'll
I'm
make the
say every year.
score
They fuck the
14-0.
game up every year. And then your ass know how to glitz on this
Now
damn
after
game,
the touchdown,
too.
ready to kick it away
You know how
is
to glitz on.
Sanders.
You the only one know how to glitz on this damn game. You be doing some strange shit on this game.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Strange shit.
Able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line.
Well,
Great
it might
return.
be because this is their last Madden. Because they're going to lose the lights. So I don't know. We're going to see.
Saints up here
I hope
first
they
and
do
10
lose the lights
at
to get
their
to somebody
38.
else. He can't. If you throw the ball faster, the computer going to automatically pick it off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Look at that shit,
His
dog.
first throw of the game going to be
Look at that shit.
intercepted. And the
You just can't
Dolphins
throw
are going
the
to
ball
take
high
over
no
once
more.
again at their own 37-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already
I
2
hear you,
scores
Mr.
down,
Steve.
and
I
here
hear
they
you.
give away the football.
And
I
if I'm the
hear you,
head
Mr.
coach,
Steve.
I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they can snap it.
I don't got nothing against you praying the game. It's some strange shit be happening.
Once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Be some strange stuff.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achan. And this will be stopped at the 44.
You know what? You know what? Be some crazy shit happens.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achan. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man.
I mean, Hunter Badger is going to sit there and watch him. You're not going to try to run to him.
Yardage.
Not when you try to run to him.
Stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Up the middle, Achan. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught.
Come on, Kool-Aid.
Jonnu Smith, 29 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
I mean, we don't got no good corners ever since fucking Lamo got traded. The secondary is shitty now.
Sanders on for the extra point.
This shitty.
And it is now 21-0.
Can't even throw the ball high no more, bro. That's another thing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
You know what? Put it on conservative. He already made me fumble. Put it on conservative. Just put it on conservative.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Shotgun now for Carr.
Dog, come on. This makes no sense.
Falling apart now. Another intercepted.
Goodness, bro. I can't stand this game.
Return here
he
is
got
stopped
this.
At the 35-yard line.
I'm throwing the ball high as hell. He's still picking it off.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But
I tell you, that sometimes this game is just unfair sometimes. Unfair. Screezy, he wide open. He's still picking it off him. I'm not understanding that. Really not understand that. Guy on burnt. I'm throwing the ball high. He's still able to pick it off. I can't beat that. Can't beat it. That just make no sense right there, man. Like, come on. It's crazy. This burnt to do. I'm throwing the ball high. Still able to go up there and pick it off. What's up, Zach? Oh, yeah. And sometimes, man, this game be making me mad sometimes.
Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Watson going to throw right away. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he's close.
Oh, Lord. Okay, why are you pausing the game for?
To gain a 9, nice pitch and catch on first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And he
Man, I tell you, bro.
Score.
We got goals as corners and safeties on fucking
Touchdown,
sense.
Cleveland.
Your
Dustin
job is to
Hopkins
watch
now
the
to
deep
add
ball.
the
You
extra
not
point.
even nowhere to stop the deep ball. Nowhere. You way
He knocks it through.
out your fucking position. You see the man
And the
right
Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. He'll take it at the 12. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
there. Say you about to play some Madden.
Throwing at the start. Here's Carr. Throw left side. That's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing
Where's your
team
good level,
score
man?
first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive
I just
started.
hate the
Get a
bullshit
little
on here.
positive energy into that
I
huddle.
know one thing,
and what
boy. If
hopefully
they let the
starts out
computer
good,
fucking pick
ends
the
with you
ball
being able to get
fast
some
on Madden
points of your own.
26, they might just say, fuck Madden 26. Might just say, fuck it.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. That's a short pickup to
I'm not
about the
here
47.
spinning, you want to spin.
Denzel Ward
Not
in
getting
on the
it.
tackle.
Why you want to spin?
Here's a 2nd and 9. Shaheed in motion. Carr now on 2nd down. He's across midfield.
Boy, this better not be on me.
And he's
That
going to
better
be
not be
taken
on
down
me.
after a big
I'm
second
about
down
to say.
pickup. But we do have a penalty marker
Boy, I was about
on
to
the
say,
field.
boy, that was on me, boy. I was about to say, screw this game. You say you made it to the championship? All right. That's nice.
All right, here with Kamara. He'll take this down to
The
the 23.
championship?
Dalvin Tomlinson fighting off the blocks to make the play. Second down and 8. Carr working out of the gun. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. They'll run here with Kamara. And he's in.
Touchdown, Kamara.
Alvin Kamara. Touchdown.
Oh, rest his head. Let's get this verse off for me.
And what a response by this offense. It's
That's
not easy taking the field, Mike,
no
for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession.
Thank you, Hill,
and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
This might be bad. I hope it be bad for EA to lose their license. Let 2K make Madden.
Each team one possession, each team
I
a
hope
score.
they fail making this game good.
7-7 as they kick it off.
I would love to see them lose their license.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb.
Boy, the tackling shit on this game.
He'll be brought down up
right
around
there,
the 38-yard line.
He's missing the whole tackle.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play.
Right there.
And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Back to throw. Thompson Robinson. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
That could not be a sack.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To throw, Thompson Robinson.
Another one. Can't get the sack.
It's incomplete.
He can't get the
sack. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here's DTR.
Damn!
And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, my goodness. They would not let me get that.
Making things difficult.
They would not let me get that.
It'll set up a fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw.
Oh!
And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on down.
They would not let me pick that.
I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play.
Oh, you know what?
I'm just not quite sure if this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
On the give, this is Kamara.
Yeah, come on. Damn. Oh,
and he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints 12.
Let's go,
that
Saints.
One good for 26 yards.
Let's go.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially.
Damn, what happened? Oh, man, I hope that's not me, man. Shit. Well, ain't my internet messing up? Man, son told me to do a reset on my cable mode. Son told me to do that. Son told me to do it. Okay, they gave me a win, so that's not me. It wasn't on me. All this extra stuff they give you, shit. When they start doing this on the rank games, all this stuff and stuff. I don't know. I should have did a reset on my internet. Should have did that before I started this game. Hope it's done. Hope the next game don't be messed up. Let's see.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints.
Yo! What's good?
Good dog.
What's
up,
up?
bro? What's up, man?
Don't beat me too bad, young one. Don't beat me too bad.
Yeah.
The kicker, Blake Groupie, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
Damn, how you intercept that?
That ball.
Oh, my goodness.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down,
right to
living
him,
in
too.
these
That's
third
crazy.
and long situations.
I hit him in the
Pass
face.
is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw.
Nice. Damn.
To the sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and
Damn,
they
he called me
convert
slipping
on
on
fourth
that
down.
one. Damn. Oh, my
Second
goodness.
time they've connected
What a
on
go
this
route on
drive,
that.
and 19 yards out of this one. Now here's Aaron Jones. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Oh, I couldn't get the all right.
And
Damn,
this will be
love that was slow
incomplete.
bro. They're just slow as hell.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every ball.
He dropped that. Damn.
Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game
I
plan.
thought the Saints be
as the game
dropping
unfolds.
balls.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's going to be caught.
All
And
right.
he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
We got shot. We got
Coaches
to watch these
love to
short
come out
throws
early
now.
in the game
Short
and establish
throws and
a
the little
very
rocks.
aggressive approach.
We'll be good after
But
that.
I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
It's like the rematch with
Look 'em
in the
up on a
championship,
second
the
down
Saints and the
and
Vikings,
8.
boy. Rematch.
From the shotgun, it's Carr. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill.
Oh, steal your feet, Hill.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Oh, my goodness.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play?
They
call it
too.
13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
Now a give running left with Kamara. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, Carr.
Are slipping, young one?
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter.
Sometimes I miss Michael Thomas. I wish I still had Michael Thomas.
On the money downfield.
Well, Chris
it doesn't get a lot better than this.
Chris Olave can do it.
His receiver's able to take it in for 6.
We are through.
Y'all make sure y'all like the stream. Like it on YouTube and Facebook, everyone.
After the touchdown, it's
y'all make sure you share the stream
too,
everyone. We need a lot of shares.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, I know exactly what we got to do here. I see your little strategy, how you're praying.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold.
Oh, I didn't mean it.
Thank you.
This is intercepted.
Thank you. I know exactly what you're doing, young one.
And he's going to be brought down.
Oh.
A turn of events here. He
gotta get yourself back in the game, bro. You gotta get your hand in the game, bro.
Red zone.
I clicked the wrong person.
That everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Bam!
He's wide open.
That was a nice throw right there. That was a nice throw.
So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Ah, why he couldn't stay right there on the 1? Why he could not stay there right on the 1?
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold.
We on that.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ooh,
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson.
Nice, Davis slipping. Come on, Davis.
And he's got this up
close
to the 35-yard line.
Davis.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Watch that running back. Watch him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs. On first down, Carr. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play.
And he will dive into the end zone.
Chris, squeeze it, baby. Squeeze it.
Down New Orleans. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Oh, why did he doing
there
that?
There are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
The kicker.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, you almost could do something right there. Almost, too.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
So we reach halftime in what has been to this point a one-sided game. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
You're going to want to test your little defense skills on this little play right here. I'm going to test it here. I want to test your defense skills here. I want to see something. I want to see something here.
First down throw for Carr.
I didn't.
Batted away.
Did you pick that?
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Second down, Carr. Got it into the hands of Olave. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
You got the orange cap yet? Oh, I forgot about that.
This is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
I'll have to do it tomorrow when I get up for work. I'll do a little bit tonight. Let's see here, see where you at. All right.
Here's Carr throwing from the pistol.
Dang.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
What's up,
Last
Kurt?
play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Appreciate the light, Kurt.
Back is Carr.
Oh, dang.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Griffin. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
Oh, my Lord. I don't know what happened right there. That shit crazy.
Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side.
Didn't he in turn?
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 10. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
How was able to spin that guy no carry? That's interesting. Just realized that.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
So, Kurt, you think the Saints going to have a good playbook, Kurt? Oh, my good. Oh, my goodness. Ugh.
Second and 7.
Let me see something. Let's do this here. Let's do this here.
Carr. Open man down the field. It's Olave. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem.
Having a game here, bro. Go ahead, Chris Olave.
You just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Carr.
Boy, come on, dog.
And intercepted.
Man, this dude was holding me up through the pressure right there. I'm watching that.
Still going.
I tell you, boy, that's man for you.
Bring this one back.
See, that's man for you, bro.
Touchdown, Vikings.
I'm watching the dude hold him and everything. That's crazy, though.
You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that
bullshit.
spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Now, Darnold. That'll be caught. And he's not going to get in.
The decision go for 2. Man. You got to play smart sometimes.
Unable to cut any further into the deficit.
Boy, they told you one more kick. I'm going to break this jaw.
Following the touchdown.
It's going to break this jaw.
He kicks this one away. Going to return this from the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30.
It's going to break the jaw.
And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. Now right on the heels of the
I tell you, this game is
intercepted.
This game is so fucked up, bro.
Veteran Stephon Gilmore.
This game is so fucked up,
Like,
bro.
there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions.
The internet fuck
and
up
every once in a while,
this?
one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
This shit make no sense, boy.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly.
Come on, let me get
he ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. Here comes the screen to Jones. Whoa! And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more.
I mean, they started throwing these picks to him.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Darnold to throw.
There we go.
Oh, X is wide open.
He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
Shit, man, we got to run the ball on your ass now. This shit's ridiculous. I don't know, that's the internet causing that for doing this shit or what?
They'll give this to Kamara, running right. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Go play action with Carr.
There we go.
That might be the knockout punch.
All right, we needed that.
Johnson.
Oh, we needed it.
Saints.
Oh, we needed it.
That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Look like EA was trying to get you back in this game here,
able
bro.
to add the extra point.
Shit,
Saints will
here.
open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Brings that to share, MD.
After the touchdown, it's
Groupie
to kick this one away.
I kicked the ball like
Chandler
that.
now to bring it back. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold.
Thank you.
That's going to be intercepted.
Got Vince.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Come on, Davis, you're dead away.
And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point...
Damn, well, at least that was over. The internet was messing up in this game. I don't know if that was my internet or his internet. That internet was tripping. Oh my goodness. I'm glad that's over with. I guess he got mad. Come on with all this extra shit. Golly. Oh my. Just back out. Back out. Oh my goodness. Oh my. I didn't know this. I don't care about all this extra stuff here. There we go. And I always do that when somebody quit or disconnect. It always be messed up like that. All right, let's do this. Man, if the internet mess up again, it gotta be me. I gotta reset this fucking cable mode. Oh my goodness. All right. But how's everyone doing tonight? How y'all doing? What's going on? What's real good? What's real good?
We are approximately 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, Commanders Field.
Boy, they ain't gonna be running out the pocket,
Maryland.
boy. He gonna be running out that pocket. I can see it happen. I ran to a lot of people praying with the Commanders. It's like, dang, you can run out that pocket real good.
Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is
Reset
ready to get us started.
brother.
And we are underway from Commanders Field.
Okay, let's do this.
And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
Okay. Daniel, man, this is a match if the Saints could have got Daniel. What we could have did to get first round? We should have gave us some good players to get Daniel. Man, oh my goodness, boy. I wish we could have got Daniel last year. Oh my goodness. Man, we should have gave something up to get Daniel. Oh my, they messed this up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air is Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Here's Daniels. And this is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense.
Man,
they tried it there in the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Who they want, Daniel?
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45
I think Chris Olave was hitting weights this season.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Carr to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
A first down carry now for Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Carr now to throw.
Oh, come on!
On the throw, wasn't too much that time. It's incomplete.
Come on,
just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanking the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Off the play fake. Daniels. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Let's see if we're going to pray in. See what he's going to pray in. wide.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Fuck, Daniels too slow, bro.
Brown complete. He's got room to roll.
Man,
and
too
finally
slow,
down at the 9-yard line.
Oh, my
Here
Lord.
we go now on 1st and goal.
Check the eagle.
To throw is Daniels. This will be caught once again by Brown. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he is
all the tackling is shit on this game,
Washington
bro.
touchdown.
Tackling is shitty, bro.
De'Ami Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Who that was tackling him? Who that was? That was fucking Hunter Bastard, bro. What the fuck, Hunter Bastard? You trying to tackle you doing?
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Run. Come on, man. Catch and run.
New Orleans.
Shit.
48 yards.
Should be a
So the big
sometimes,
play means
bro.
just like that,
on,
they'll
man.
operate from the red zone now on first down. A handoff running left is Miller. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They're going to run with Taysom Hill. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Let's go.
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
Let's go, Saints.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Group E able to add the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Daniel's a pain in the butt, man. Daniel's a pain in the butt. Oh, he might be picking a cheesy prey if he's taking this long. Might be picking up a cheesy prey.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
All right.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Daniels. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
This should be pissing me off.
Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
Bro.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing now is Daniels. Flush to his right.
Oh, my Lord. Stop cheating me. Stop cheating me, bro.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
That should have no reaction
so as
to
they talk it over, we step aside. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? To the air goes Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
They go play action. Daniels rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Man, I tell you, boy, the safety like fucking Hunter Bass.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Watching the deep balls, bro. I'm like, my fucking linebacker slow as hell. I can't even make it up. I'm like, what the fuck Hunter Bass is doing? Supposed to be watching that shit.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Oh,
and
shit.
Able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of the special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced to the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
He lets it go deep for a
run. You know that was pass interference.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
He said, why do they take all my wins away? That's how they did. It's a new thing now. They did for me. That's the new thing they're doing on Madden now. So if you take a break, I think when you take a break, when they do it, it's going to reset the whole thing.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
That's a new thing. You got to start over, man. That's what they do on Madden. You know, we lose to have like 400 wins, maybe 300 losses. Ain't no more of that.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do on Madden 26, though.
After the loss
we got to wait on Madden 25, but this is the new thing they're doing now on Madden 25. Resets everything when a new season starts.
To throw, it's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On play action. Now Carr.
There we go, man.
He's got
there we go.
And he is into the
touchdown,
end zone.
Chris
Touchdown,
Olave.
New Orleans.
Let's do this.
Chris Olave, 45 yards.
Who that?
And the
Who that
Saints
said
are
gonna
within
beat
an
them
extra
Saints?
point of
Who
tying
that?
up this ball
Who
game.
that?
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely.
That's what I'm talking about.
And the
Who that
ball's
nation?
delivered
That's
that
what I'm
accurately.
talking about. Who that?
Groupie for the extra point. Now we've got a good one
They
brewing.
said, let's
We're
go,
all knotted
Saints.
up
Who
at
that?
14.
We gotta watch this cheese and stuff, man. The secondary is slipping on this game. We are slipping. I don't know what's up with the secondary. We gotta figure something out. Gotta figure something out. Gotta figure something out here. We gotta figure out how we can fix the secondary. Ever since they traded Lambo, my secondary been shitty.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown.
Come on, 52.
And that
Oh,
should
my
change the
goodness.
mindset a whole lot from an offensive
Wait, what's up with the
perspective, because
animations
they already
on
knew
here?
this was going to be a hard-fought game.
What's up with that? What's
now
up
they
with
just
the
need to go out,
animations?
execute their game plan, and keep moving.
I'm not gonna be able to keep doing that.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Thank you! Thank you, man! That's
It's
how we do that!
intercepted.
Woo!
And the Saints are going to take over once again with a
Yeah!
football at their
Good
own
at
20-yard
Kizzy,
line.
baby! Yeah! Well, I had to click on to get that, man. You know what? Getting the rest off me. He said, "What's up, fam? Do you have to pick praise, or you just don't have the first time praying?" Let's see.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
What you mean? You
This
gotta
drive
explain that a
here
little better
beginning
to me.
probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
He said,
And
"Have to
frankly, it's
pick
just
praise,
about
or you
rules
don't
in a
have the
lot of
first
ways,
time
because
praying, man."
you know they're both motivated.
What
They
you
both
mean? Like,
game plan for this
you gotta
drive,
explain to me.
and
What
they
you mean
both
by
have
me
specific
picking praise?
outcomes in
I'm
mind.
confused.
To me, it
A
just
little
comes down
bit.
to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 3-yard
This your
loss to
first time
start the
playing,
drive.
man?
They'll look
That's
to
what you're
make
trying to
that
say?
up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Carr.
Woo!
He completes
There we
it
go,
to
man.
Olave.
There we
And
go.
he's taken down, but
Got
able to
watch him.
slip
He like to
across the
lose him.
35.
Got watch
He
him.
had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not
You
all
say you
the
have
time that the
100
play
for
caller
wins?
should get all
That's
the
how it
credit.
be.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, "Hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here." And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And able to get this one across
I wish
the
I had time to
45
play Madden
before he's
all day,
brought
every day.
down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Gotta
we
do my little Saints content on my page.
Two tight end formation. Those tight ends
be
block
hard for me
pretty
to
well
do certain
also.
stuff.
Yeah, and that's one of the most
I like
dynamic
to play other
positions
games
in
too.
football now.
This
The
can't
tight
play
ends who can
Madden
block
every
at
day.
the line
This
of scrimmage
cannot
at
do
the
it.
point of attack.
I
And
play
they can
Madden
also
like
get
2 times a
downfield and
week.
catch the football.
But this can't play it every day no more. It'll stress you out. It'll make you mad. Now, the only way that's gonna make you mad is you playing with a good team. You ain't playing with your favorite team. You just say, "Fuck, you play the Eagles or Chiefs." You might have a good week playing Madden.
They run it again with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Would scream.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go.
I do both.
Sometimes you just have to take it to another spot.
If I see the defensive screens, I can change the routes.
Pursuit was there.
Sometimes it's good to learn how to change routes. I do that sometimes.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as
if I see how he got the corners and says Satan, I just have to change the routes a little bit.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on
Oh,
EA
you
Sports.
can auto it. Change it with all of us too. But yeah, I'll be chasing the hot route sometimes.
Second and 10. Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Down. Let's do this.
The Saints passing game in sync
and
move with the football. It's a first down.
We cannot mess up here. We got to take our time here. Take our time.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
Ooh.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They don't got no buy side to block in the body.
8 carries for
That's
him
the
so
only
far.
problem I don't like.
Blocking at the point of
They
attack
don't got
there was
no
very
buy
strong.
sides
He had
to
a
block
couple of
them
running
corners.
lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do.
He said, I just prayed, coach.
Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the
my thing
football.
to do is
His movement and deception
go to practice
can help the
mode.
running game as well.
Look at all the praise. Practice all the praise. You'll know what praise to pick. See, one play works good for you, and you can put it as favor.
No,
I think you double tap the play, and you can put it as favor.
You know,
go in practice mode and look at all the praise. That's what I do.
And you're also
every time a new man come out, I look and see if some of the old praise there, they got some new praise.
The best ones
I see what praise good, what praise not, and I know what praise to pick.
Right there.
Now Carr. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's the best way how you can know about what good praise to pick with. And find a prayer book that's good for you. If you can't find a good prayer book, Google what the best prayer book is on Madden 25.
All tied with 2 minutes remaining on
See,
EA Sports.
I learned how to pray with the Saints.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going.
Now, course adjusting might work for 2-point verses, maybe. Or maybe 4 down, maybe.
Here we go.
But it makes sure
goal.
you pick the right prayer you feel comfortable with.
Kamara.
Woo!
Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short.
Pray in the practice mode. I be doing like 3 or 4 hours in practice mode. Testing all the praise and everything.
That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run.
That's the best way to study all the praise. And then you'll see how the formation is going to be on the praise too.
2nd and goal
What's up?
from the 1.
I hate this. I don't know how to say that right. What's up? Welcome on YouTube, my brother.
And they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there.
Revolver.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the
no
Saints
wrong.
have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. The point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is now 21-14.
Oh, man, he might try to tie this game up. He might try. I got something to tie him down. He might just try to tie this game up. We about to see. We about to see. He about to tie this game. We about to see.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
We in the Commanders' home. We just got home.
No run back.
We just got home,
coming,
everyone.
So
we gotta try defense. Gotta try defense here. Oh, I picked the wrong thing.
This is 1st and 10.
I hate when I do
now
that
a timeout
shit.
Called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Thank you, Young. Thank you.
He'll look to throw.
Man, I hate them fucking crazy-ass praise.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Hate them crazy-ass praise
As the
right
clock
there.
will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, come on.
This nearly intercepted.
Come on,
Probably
bro.
should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Daniel's going to throw for it. He's going to let it fly.
Get that out of there. Thank you. Thank you.
It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play.
That boy disconnected. That boy said, screw this game. Doing that little fucking glitch praise and shit, bro. Golly. Hold on for a minute. I wanted me to lose the bathroom right fast. I'll be right back. Be right back. All right. What's up, Brass? Let's see here. Ivan, I don't know you're still in the stream. I could show you right fast, Ivan, before I start the next game. All right, this is how I do when I practice to see what kind of praise I pray with and everything. About to show you right fast. Then we're going to get to the next game. Let me show you right fast. All right, so here we go. We go to training camp. You go to team practice. If you're still in the screen. How I do it is I pick normal. So if you want, I just put Saints versus Saints. I just go to the offense right here. Click on that. How you doing, Bress? What's going on? I don't know you're still on the screen, but I hope you're watching, Ivan. So, you know, you just go to all the praise and study all the praise, you know? You study all the praise, and then you see here. Right here, it say double tap on the praise. So you just got to double tap it. I think you hit the button 2 times. Whatever praise good, you just go through these praise and practice. Like this here, you can do it like this. You pick an offense prayer you want to practice on, and you just hit random for the defense, and you just practice. Work on your throws. You do this here. Just work on your throws. Damn. Just do it like that. Just practice in this mode. Okay, let's get back to the game. Well, how you doing tonight, Bress? What's going on? I'm Bress. You Bress. I'm breast. Everybody breast. We breast. Dun, dun, dun. All right, it's back to this here. Back to life. Back to reality. Du, 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 du. All right. I wonder what the Saints overall gonna be on Madden 26. What the Saints overall gonna be on now? What the Saints overall gonna be on Madden 26? I hope it be a little decent.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Damn, come on.
And this one is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking of doing that. I don't know why he did that.
Doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.
Oh, man, I don't know what he was tripping on. Try to run it on forward, man. I don't even do that.
Coming left is Kamara. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he was going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Bullshit.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. trying the left side with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, I tell you, we got a yard there,
and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field.
Oh, my goodness. Nobody
seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Here's Carr to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Let's go!
Alvin Kamara, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
Who
and
that?
the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Who that said gonna beat them Saints? Who that?
Blake Grupe now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Just a little
Steeler
bit to the right.
football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They go play action now. Wilson. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing is Wilson. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
He's got this to Pickens. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived.
What's up,
and I got to tell you,
you
can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
In motion comes the tight end left. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the
There we go,
line.
baby! Let's
Picked
go!
up by Paulson
Let's
to
do
Debo.
this! Come on, Debo! Woo! Yeah! Touchdown!
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Let's go, son! Let's go!
So from one end zone
Let's go!
all the way to the other. Talk about a turnover.
The excitement that play generates for his team, not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Mo. You said momentum, right?
I think he's kind of limping across in the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Brooklyn able to add the PAT, and it's now 14-0.
Who that said gonna beat them Saints?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6.
Yes, sir.
And now the kick is away.
Yes, sir.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Yes,
and
sir.
this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
Dang.
That will be incomplete.
Oh, they don't give it to me.
Big hitter if they had
They don't
connected.
give it to me.
Instead, it's 2nd
They
down.
don't give it to me.
That's some good closing
They don't
speed
give
there
it to me.
defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now it's Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Who they say gonna beat them Saints?
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Wilson.
Oh, my
And
Lord.
he is caught.
Oh,
And he'll be out of
come
bounds
on,
just
bro.
shy of the 40.
Hey, that's
convert on third
cheated, bro.
Gain of 23.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in the second half. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Hey, I don't appreciate you doing that here on my prayer, dog. Don't leave your ain't on
Getting
my prayers,
set for
man.
their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
That's messed up right there, man. That's not cool right there. You're trying to hurt that man. Don't try to get that man no concussion.
They start the second half with Kamara.
Don't try to get that man
He's
no
got this
concussion.
almost to the 40 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Again, it's Kamara. Taken down at the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And they work it across midfield inside the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive
I want to tell you one more time, dog. Don't try to hurt my prayers with that hit stick, dog.
Free up some space.
Chill with that, man.
And it worked awfully well.
Chill with
Got
that.
not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Kamara up the middle. And he is
stop on the hit stickers, dog. Come on now, stop
that. There, second down.
Oh,
those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
Making my guys yellow.
Certainly is, and they've got to
my
continue to
guys
swarm
yellow,
the
dog.
football.
Come on, man. Don't be doing that.
Someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Carr. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw his Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Oh, my Lord.
He finds Pickens
no,
over the
tell you,
middle.
bro, I'm getting screwed.
Past the 35
I'm getting
before he's
screwed on that,
taken
man.
down. That one good for
It's not letting me get
26 and
there.
a first down.
Try ass is back down.
Wilson. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Wilson. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Come on,
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
From the gun on third down, Wilson looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds.
I don't know what that was.
Well, the throw took him beyond the sideline. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know what kind of throw that was.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I don't know what kind of throw that was.
They've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Kamara gets it again on second down. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play.
GG's, man.
Game here on EA Sports.
GG's, man. GG's. GG's. Dun, dun.
On play action. Now Carr. That's caught by Johnson. Touchdown.
GG's, young one. GG's, young one.
Juwan Johnson.
GG's, little boy.
55 yards. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that
Pittsburgh, y'all
burns.
got Aaron Rodgers. Don't worry, my brother. Damn, y'all have Aaron Rodgers now. When Madden 26 come out. When Madden 26 come out. When Madden 26 come out. Come out. When Madden 26 come out. No, one thing, I gotta do a little restart on my cable, and the internet's kind of tripping a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's just a little bit. Just a little bit. What you up to tonight, Bress? What you going on? What's going on your end, my brother? I need me a bottle of water. Let me give me a bottle of water. Jesus. Do I got one here? No,
you can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans.
Who that said gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that said gonna beat them Saints?
Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the...
Man, why do they all do this shit? Pause the game. That means he just praying for a random team. Now he ain't go to the depth chart to sell them up. Damn. Don't he ain't go on the depth chart to set it up.
This game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Damn.
Well, no look on his first look of the game.
Man, what was that?
So they're left facing 3rd and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Yeah!
That's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that
funny.
play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
That's funny. I don't know how they didn't call pass interference on that.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts escapes the pocket. It's Dotson on the catch. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Hurts throwing again. He's on the move. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's caught.
Man, fucking Davis, dog, fuck.
And this is marked down right along that
Tackle
40-yard line.
man.
Offense in the hurry up here. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
You know, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Hurts trying again on second down. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He's got Smith. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
All right, set now, first and 10. From the red zone now. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Darius Slay with the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. Breaks across midfield.
There we
hits
go.
the opposing territory.
There we go, baby. There we go.
There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Who that?
The Saints finish
Who
up their
that?
opening drive.
Who that? Who that
And on
thing
their
gonna
opening
beat the
drive,
Saints? Who
we see
that?
what may be their
Who
most
that?
exciting highlight of this entire
Let's
contest.
go.
I'm hoping that's not the case, but it might be quite the touchdown run right there.
Yeah, I'll raise my hand to co-sign that one with
That
you.
boy fast.
We know how hard explosive pass plays are. Run plays are even more difficult. So a run of that length on the opening drive, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But I'm not ready to say it'll be their last.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A play fake now. Hurts to throw. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get to him and touch him down.
They fucking over Davis.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll only need a few inches here on third down. Catch is made down the right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point up and good by Elliott.
I like, boy, they got my defensive awareness stupid on here. He right in front of him. Like, what was that? Right in front of him.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
I'm not understanding that.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. They go play action with Kong. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10, here's Carr. He gets it to Jawan Johnson. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing again, it's Carr. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
That one splits the uprights, and the Saints tie things up at 14. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Able to find Dotson here. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Eagles could break this tie for a halftime lead. 2nd and 3 now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Throw came out wide as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. 1st down, and they go right back to it. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Willie Gay there on the tackle. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Here's 2nd and 5. Forced out to his right. Taken in by Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for the back that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Hurts setting up to throw. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Zach Bond with the tackle. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. He's back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half. All time as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. I'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. Completes this one to Hill. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Following the flag, they've got 3rd and 3. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Carr. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. We have a timeout here, 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Back to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
It's Dotson on the catch. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Tight end going in motion here. He'll throw it. That's caught beyond the marker. They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way, 25 yards there.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
I mean, Huzzabass, they got Huzzabass praying so bad now. Last year he was doing so good on Madden. Now he's just like, man, like what the hell you doing, Huzzabass? Are you way down below? You ain't by him.
Shaheed now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Carr off the play fake. He beams one deep right side.
Woo!
That's grabbed.
Yeah! Yes, sir!
Touchdown, New
Who
Orleans.
that? Who
The
that?
Saints cut it to
Who
1 late in the
that?
3rd.
Who that?
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints tie this game at 21.
I gotta figure what's messing us up. Might have to take tackle off. Might have to put speed.
Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff.
That might be messing me up. The route gotta change
And
the
that
speed.
one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Gotta put on speed now.
This our last play of the quarter. First down throwing for Hurts. That pass caught by Dotson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter.
Might have to do a bruff. Might have to do a bruff. Might have to do Tampa 2. Might have to do Tampa 2 on him. Might have to. Just to catch him in his bruff. I know he's doing.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Hurts looking to throw. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw, Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley.
Who the fuck is right there? You
Drives this
stupid
across
mother
midfield and
jumper.
down into enemy territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs,
Boy, I
it's
tell
one
you,
of the
bro,
best
this
things
shit
to
here.
get your offense
This
into
here
rhythm
shit.
and a nice little gain on top of it.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Finds him on the crossing route.
Fucking running bastard, man. I want to take this motherfucker out,
And they
dog.
finally bring him
Nigga
down,
can't
but
cover
that is
nobody,
a big
man.
gain and a new set of
Fucking
downs.
garbage ass fucking save.
They rip off a big chunk of field and
Can't
it sets
cover
him up with 1st and
nobody,
goal.
bro.
From a great throw
How you can't
to a
cover
nice route and
nobody?
catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that
Shit.
amazing play.
Nigga can't cover nobody, bro. Dang. Garbage ass motherfucker.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They're gonna run with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time, 1:55 to go. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They'll try again with Barkley. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Only a yard on the game there, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout.
Fucking stupid shit.
And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
I ain't get you time to set your shit up and everything, man. Fucking shit stupid. It's just stupid. Let me set my shit up. I just gotta try height. Gotta try height. By height. See if that works.
Looking to throw it. And he has it in
Man,
the end
how that
zone.
bastard is what the fuck is going there trying to go in for?
The Eagles
Man.
jump in front late.
Oh my Lord, I can't fucking
Brown, the
Hunter is causing me to lose
so
this game,
how about
bro?
the determination there? This game has been as hard fought
Shit.
as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal.
Why he's going in on the fucking line like that.
Did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
I ain't gotta tell you, bro. He ain't be doing this shit bad sometimes, bro. I mean, he's going in for the tip. That make no damn sense.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
What now?
Here he is to throw. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Look how much time got taken out, too.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
What's up, Rio?
Back to throw. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And there's a spike. That's going to stop it at 33 seconds. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Setting up to pass. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles make the play that should win in this game.
A regular game. I don't pay
to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Look, he won't punt it.
And I guess they've had enough of this possession. They've got the punter out there on first down. And plenty of hang time on this one. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40.
Wasting my damn time, though.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.
I mean, Dave is like, come on, Dave, you gotta help me out with the routes, bro.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew.
I'm Kate Scott. It's best to let John and Davis go and maybe Hud Bash next year.
The Eagles are winners.
It would be good to let them go next year. We gotta start young. If they can't fucking move left and right fast enough, man, it don't make no sense for them still playing. Don't make no sense for them to still play. Damn, we won all the games y'all gonna do. That's it. The love I'm carrying. Gotta take that off. Got to.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts throwing right away.
Oh, now you want to do something, Davis. Now you want to do something up.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, now you want to do something. I tell you, boy, this game is fucking trash. Fucking game trash. Boy. Oh, I hate this man. I mean, the fucking last game, dude drawing to you all on your side. You not even fucking being aware of that shit.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
I can still get jiggy with Camaro.
Taking it in
I can
from
still do
11
it,
yards
Camaro.
out. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
I think I picked that.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
That's it, bro. That shit crazy.
The end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
This turn, go to the left.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Shotgun now for Carr. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. This now a 3rd and 4. Carr now to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. In motion, the tight end.